Hello and good morning to all. Welcome to your computer class. It is the 7th part of our chapter Functions and Charts in MS Excel. Till now in this chapter we have discussed about the functions, its definition, various types and their use. Then we have discussed about charts and the implementation of chart. In the previous class we have also discussed about the data sorting. In today's class we have to discuss two most important features of MS Excel. These are filtering data and conditional formatting in Excel. Fine. Generally, whenever we have a very big data sheet that we have to analyze or that we have to use, then the tools like charts, functions, data sorting, data filtration and conditional formatting are required to work on that particular data sheet. Fine. So here in this part we have to discuss about data filtration and conditional formatting. Now let's begin. First we will learn about data filtration. Fine. As from the name it is clear that it is filtration. Fine. Filtration means filtering or fetching the data which is fulfilling our conditions. Fine. So it means with the help of this data filtration we will separate our required data which will fulfill our given condition or given criteria. Fine. Now we have to read this and then with the help of an example we have to discuss this process and its implementation. Data filtration is the process of extracting the records in a spreadsheet that fulfills the given condition for the specified field. Like sorting, it does not rearrange the data, but it hides the rows that you do not want to display in the worksheet. Fine. So generally it is used for showing the records on the basis of a specified condition. Now let's take an example. Suppose I have a spreadsheet with your marks. Fine. Suppose I have a spreadsheet with the marks of 40 to 50 students. Now out of these 40 to 50 students, I just want to show the marks of those who are getting the highest marks or those who are getting more than 40 in the exam. Then for that, if I will use this data filtration, it will help me to create a separate sheet with that particular data. Fine. If we do the same task by using data sorting, then data sorting will not help you to fetch any separate table for that. Data sorting will only rearrange the data. It will not hide the unnecessary records. Whereas this data filtration will help you to hide the unnecessary records which are not required in the table. Fine. Now for implementing this data filter in our table, we have to use the filter option by clicking on the data tab. Fine. As you can see over here, it is the main tab bar of our Excel sheet. Fine. From this you have to click on this data and then you have to click on this filter option that is available under sort and filter section. Now we have to discuss about the type of filtration which are available in MS Excel. Well, in MS Excel we have two types of filtrations or two types of filters available. The first filter is termed as custom or auto filters, whereas second one is termed as advanced filters. Fine. So we use the auto filters to extract information which meets the given condition. Fine. Generally whenever you have to check some conditions on your table, for that you can use this custom auto filter. For working with this custom auto filter, you have to click on this filter option which is available in the sort and filter section of the data tab. Next we have advanced filters. These advanced filters can be used for creating a complex condition in our sheet. Fine. It can filter the records. At the same time, it can copy the filtered records in a table. Fine. And for working with these advanced filters, we have to use the advanced option which is available in the sort and filter section. Fine. So now it was all about the theory portion. Now we have to do this whole thing in a practical. As you can see that in this table, I have some marks. Fine. These are the marks of 8 students. We have 3 fields: marks 1, marks 2 and marks 3. Fine. And in this we have to use the concept of data filtering. Now suppose from this table I want to see the names of those students who are getting 10 marks, exactly 10 marks, fine, in the marks 1 field. Now for doing so, first we have to click on data tab and then we have to select the filter option. Fine. So when you will do so, you can see that when I have clicked on this, you are able to see these arrows over here. Fine. So when you will click on these arrows, you will be able to see some options over here. Fine. It is providing us some features of sorting, like it is saying sort smallest to largest or largest to smallest. And then over here we have some filters also. In these filters, we are able to see all the values which were written over in these fields. Fine. Now if in case I have to select the students who have got 10 marks, then I will click on this 10 and then I have to press the OK button. As you can see, all the fields in which we have these 10 marks are available, whereas all the remaining fields are disappeared. Fine. As you can see, fine. When you will count these row numbers, there are some fields which are missing. Like after 1 and 2, this 3 is missing. Then after 4 and 5, this 6 is missing. Fine. And it means in this 3 and in this 6 field, the marks 1 field was carrying any other value other than 10. Fine. If I will click on the select all again and OK, you can see that all the fields are available now to see. Fine. So by using this advanced filters, we can use these drop down lists in each of these columns to easily filter our records. It was all about the filtering or the data filtration process. For now, we only have to discuss about the custom filters. Fine. So now let's move back to our next topic. After filters, our next topic is conditional formatting. Fine. This conditional formatting is generally used to highlight the cells which are fulfilling our given criteria or our given condition. Fine. So this conditional formatting is used to format the cells, fields or records that follow the certain specified condition. To apply this conditional formatting, we have to select the conditional formatting option that is available under Style section of the Home tab. Fine. As you can see over here in this picture, fine, we have selected our Home tab. Then in this Home tab, we have this Style section, and in this Style section, our first option is conditional formatting. Well, our other two options are Format, All Table and Cell Style. These are some styling features, whereas this conditional formatting will only highlight or apply the formatting effects on the cells which are fulfilling our given criteria. Now we have to discuss about this term in detail with the help of an example. Now let's see. Now we are back to our table. Fine. Now let's suppose you have to apply this conditional formatting on this particular table. Well, for working with the conditional formatting, you have to click on the Home tab. Then you have to select the conditional formatting option from the Style section. But before doing so, you have to select this range in which you want to apply this feature. Fine. So as you can see over here, I have selected the range. Then we have to click on this. When you will click on this, you will get some options like Highlight Cells rule, Top Bottom rules, Data bars and some other options. But we only have to use this Highlight Cells rules from this. Fine. Now here we only have to use this greater than and this less than function and this equals to also. Fine. Other than these three, we don't have to use any other function for now. Fine. Now let's suppose from this Mark 2 field, I want to highlight all the cells which are having any value more than 25. So for that, I will use a greater than option. Fine. And after clicking on this greater than option, in this section, here I have to write my value. So I'm writing 25. As you can see, when I have written 25, all these cells are now highlighted automatically. Fine. Now let's suppose in this field of Mark 2, I want to highlight the cells in which marks are less than 50. Fine. For doing so, I have to click on this Highlight Cells tool. I have to go to the less than option and then here I have to enter a value, let's say 50. Fine. So as you can see that all the fields are highlighted. You can also change the colors or you can also remove this by using these options. Fine. If in case you want to remove these conditional formattings from this, you have to click on this Clear Rules and then you have to click on the Clear Rules from the selected cells. That's it. So it was all about conditional formatting. Fine. With this conditional formatting and data filtration, now we are finally done with this chapter. Fine. So in this chapter, we have discussed about the functions, charts, then data sorting. Then we have discussed the custom filters and conditional formatting. Fine. So that's all for today. From the next class, we will start a new chapter, and for this chapter you will get a worksheet by the next turn only. Fine. And the worksheet of this chapter will be uploaded by the evening. Fine. Thanks for watching. Stay healthy, stay safe, keep learning and keep supporting us.